calming the mind through mindful observation. YouTube tells me that everybody is searching for this phrase. And that's so interesting because when we use non dual techniques, and my channel is about non duality, by the way, what we're doing is we're deconstructing belief systems. And so this is such an interesting thing to think that everybody's searching for this, because this goes to show that people are trying to get away from being themselves and become something different. And people are thinking that there's a technique, that there's like a magic switch you can switch to be some better version of yourself that you desire to be. So step back and deconstruct this idea in yourself. And this is so cool because just think, this is the YouTube algorithm. Somehow or another, YouTube told me I should do a video about this. And then YouTube decided that this is something that you would want to see, and so they showed it to you on your feed, and that's the only reason that you're watching it. So it's kind of like mind reinforcing mind. Isn't that crazy? The algorithms that run social media run on the same principles that the separate human ego runs on. This repetition of beliefs. And it's so funny because this is like really a very, very new thing, mindfulness, in Western society at least. And it's a good technique for calming ourselves. But people have mixed that up with ideas of enlightenment, with ideas of awareness and non-duality. And non-duality is about finding out who you are, becoming fully liberated. It's not about constantly searching for illusions. It's literally scraping them away. So right here is a perfect example of an illusion that you hold on to so much that YouTube has delivered you this video. Crazy, huh? That is why the internet is such a fabulous tool for awakening, because we have new ways to see who we are and what we are and how we get stuck in these little mind loops. And that brings us right back to our topic, mindful observation. Look how we just used the YouTube algorithm and ideas of non-duality to mindfully observe how we are. But there's one point that all the non-duality and all the mindfulness teachers miss. And that's the idea, what is mindful observation? It's simply listening to yourself. Your mind is very noisy. Why? It's trying to get your attention. You are trying to get your attention. There's not actually two things going on in you. You don't have a mind and you. You are a vast intelligence that has this little chattering mind as one of the tools for living life. And then in mindfulness and non-duality teachings, we're taught to ignore the poor thing. We're taught to try to get rid of it rather than listen. So mindful observation simply means listening to yourself. Hopefully, you've gotten to this point in this video and it's disturbing you. And this is kind of one of the problems with, searching for spirituality online, because you can just click away. If you were actually in a retreat or in a relationship with a awakened teacher, you can't just walk away that easily. You have to work through being disturbed. So, you have just been shown a constructed belief that you're holding on to. And you've been kind of shooken up in that belief. Mindfulness is not going to save you from being yourself. Mindfulness, hopefully, will open up your full, blooming nature of good and bad and agitated and calm and happy and sad and everything that you are, and all the stories that that creates in your mind, opening it up so that you can experience and participate in reality the way it is. And when it boils down to it in the end, there is no separate self. All there is you in relation with everything. So all the non-duality teachings are about dissolving that separate sense of self. And all the mindfulness teaching should be about that as well, rather than just controlling your mind, enhancing it, using your full intelligence to live your life. We need fully awake, intelligent people living in community in order to change the way that we live. And then if we do that, maybe our minds won't be racing quite so crazy, huh? Circles, circles, circles. It all comes down to knowing who you are. So now our quick little moment of inner looking. Just look inside. What's in there? When you see that nothing's there, you'll know what to do.